All right, so let's watch this video of Kim K. This was wild to me, and I want to share with you this. So I'm sure you've seen this super viral video of Santa Baby, and I'm not going to play the actual song because I don't want to get copyright infringement stuff. But let's watch this, and I'm going to tell you what I immediately thought of when I saw this. I've only watched this once. If I watched it again and again, I would pick out so many more things. But again, you see, the money is trash. There's no significance of the money here. People are left in the cold. They are left without. They are left frigid. There's poverty and lack all up in this video. There's madmen, the madman of the Bible, like psychotic individuals in this video. Basically, all of the curses that God told the Israelites will come upon them, a lot of that is showing up in this video. In the the curses in the Old Testament to the Israelites who were worshiping idols. It's like a manifestation of the curses of the disobedience showing up here. Because of the violence and the fighting and, you know, the enemies attacking you and the confusion of the mind and the anxiety and just being on the bottom and not the top. I mean, do you see this? Like being left lowly, being the last and not the first. But I have more biblical references that I really want to share. And there's Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone, which was still is one of my favorite movies, but there's perversion in this video, right? And that is just one of the most evil grins I've ever seen in my life. So what does all this mean? What does all this mean? I want to share with you some things that came up, some scripture that came up that really just stood out to me when I was watching this video. Proverbs 2:18, for her house sinks down to death, and her paths to the departed. None who go to her come back, nor do they regain the paths of life. This, unfortunately, is how I perceived Kim K up to this point. I always believe that a soul can be saved no matter what they've done. God can always redeem a soul. I believe that. If he wants to, he will redeem us and save us. But based on her choices up to this point, she is the woman that Proverbs 2 is talking about, the adulterous woman, the perverse woman, the fornicating woman. And it says that her house sinks down to death. This is a clear depiction of what this is. This is the house of death. They don't regain their paths in life. Everybody in this house has gone mad or angry or has been left without. Isaiah 28:7. These also reel with wine and stagger with strong drink. The priest and the prophet reel with strong drink. They are swallowed by wine. They stagger with strong drink. They reel in vision. They stumble in giving judgment, for all tables are full of filthy vomit with no space left. Does that not look like this house? A house of filthy vomit. Everyone's stumbling. Everyone's drunk. Everyone's just filthiness. This is a depiction of what this is. This is not art. This is what's being shown to us is a clear manifestation of what the devil wants to do to people, truly. And he's doing it to people. This is a depiction of where Kim K has come to in her spirit. And she continues to show us who she is in the spirit realm, calling it costumes, calling it art. But this is truly the state of her spirit person right now, which is sad. She needs prayer. She needs our prayer. Everyone in this video needs our prayer. But this is the state, this lowly, filthy, trashy state. So even if she can dress up on the red carpet, her spiritual self, again, is being shown to us right here. Like, it's not even like you need discernment to be able to see past the facade. She has shown us what's under the facade in this video. It's crazy to me. Isaiah 19:14. The Lord has mingled within her a spirit of confusion and they will make Egypt stagger in all its deeds, as a drunken man staggers in his vomit. Once again, the Lord has mingled within her a spirit of confusion. This reminds me again of Kim K. There is a spirit of confusion within her, or else she wouldn't even be in this video. But not only is there a spirit of confusion, but this is the piece that I'm making this video about. Her spirit of confusion has led her to confuse billions of people around the globe. And that's the problem. How many fans Kim K has, how many of my Christian people that I know that identify as Christian, that follow her on Instagram, that allow her content to be imparted onto them. She's leading people down the path of confusion. Micah 7:10. Then my enemy will see, and shame will cover her, who said to me, where is the Lord your God? My eyes will look upon her. Now she will be trampled down like mire in the streets. This is the depiction of what it looks like to be trampled down in the streets like mire. Like mire. Let's look up what mire means. I feel like I need to know what mire means. I feel like I know it, but then I don't. Mire. Trampled down like mire in the streets. A stretch of swampy or boggy ground. A situation of or state of difficulty, distress, or embarrassment. Caused to become stuck in the mud. Literally, you see her falling down into the mud. Like, it's not funny, but this is it. This is the state of spirit that she's in, that she's leading people down. So if you or anyone you know is following Kim K, but they're like, oh, I just don't like some of her posts, but I like her posts. I like her fashion sense. I like her fashion statements. I like her show. I like her products. I love Skims. I've had a few comments on my Instagram as I post about Kim K saying they love Skims. So they won't follow her, but they'll continue to buy Skims. There should be no attachment to anybody or anything they're producing if we know that the state of their spirit is like mire on the streets, is a swampy, boggy, muddy ground, like quicksand. Can you imagine? Like you get caught in this quicksand swamp and you're being pulled down by every single thing you're consuming from people like this. People like this need our prayer. They don't need our purchase. They don't need our idolatry. We don't need to be idolizing these people. Daniel 4:33, immediately the word was fulfilled against Nebuchadnezzar. He was driven from among men and ate grass like an ox, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven till his hair grew as long as eagle's feathers, and his nails were like birds' claws. The connection I felt from this Daniel 4:33, what happened to King Nebuchadnezzar, who was the evil king of Babylon, this is reminding me of what I see happening to Kim K. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. He was driven from among men and ate grass like an ox. So in order to eat grass, where do you need to be? You need to be kneeling down on the ground to be close to the grass. You need to be so torn down. And this is what's happening not only to Kim K, but a lot of celebrities that I believe have been misleading so many people and driving people into the darkness and ultimately into hell. It's happening in 2025. These people are being exposed and they are being dethroned. So I encourage you to stop following these people and pray for these people. Pray God has mercy on them. Pray. Not only does he have mercy on them, but pray that they get revelation knowledge about Jesus so they can turn their lives around and actually be an influence in a way that is supporting the kingdom. The last scripture, Isaiah 14:12, how you are fallen from heaven, son of dawn, how you are cut down to the ground, you who laid the nations low. This is the ultimate depiction of what these celebrities have done. Their influence has caused people, nations, multitudes of people to be torn down and lay low in idolatry. And so lay low instead of rise high as they are submitting to Christ. Instead, they are laying low. And with this low laying lifestyle, only bad things come. Only bad things come. Only darkness comes. How you are cut down to the ground, it says. Fallen from heaven, cut down to the ground. So this is what I'm feeling from this video. And it's just sad. It's truly sad. And it's getting darker and darker. But yet, look at what Kim K said in May of 2023. March of 2023. There are many elements of Kim's story that plenty of people would suggest aren't consistent with the Christian faith. It is impossible for any of us to know someone's heart and the state of their personal relationship with Jesus. But it may be surprise and delight. But it may surprise and delight you to find out that Kim does identify as a follower of Jesus. We don't share it much, she says, but we're really religious. We start our day with a group chat with a Bible verse from my mom. In a 2018 interview with Vogue, the reality star spoke about her experiences of attending a Catholic school, but specified that she wasn't a Catholic. She did confirm, however, that she and her family are Christians. Kim said, "We don't share it much." I read it already. We start our day with a group chat and everyone chimes in of the meaning of it. We are very Christian. And our work ethic and our discipline comes from so many years at Catholic school. This is what Kim K said. This is why it's so problematic. So many Christians follow her because she says she's Christian. But we know this isn't Christian. We know it. Left in the cold, left to rot, laying low, left in the muddy mire, the swamp. Some statistics about followers of Kim K. 359 million followers. She has an average of about 1 million likes on her posts. It's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Wow. And like I said, when I look on my Instagram, I see a lot of people that I know that claim they love Jesus, but they follow Kim K. So it's time. This isn't a judgmental conversation at all. This is a let's wake up conversation. This is a I'm trying to help you save you conversation. No more double-mindedness in 2025. No more compromising your faith because something looks cute. It looks good. It looks luxurious. It looks fashionable. But all that's happening in the spirit is contamination, is mire. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Because again, if we allow these people to impart onto us, we're falling down into the mire with them. It's just, there's no other way to do it. There's no other way to be a Christian. You either separate yourself from the world or you don't, and deal with the consequences of not creating that separation. Separation with love, separation with joy, with peace, but also boundaries are needed.